Hello and welcome. As always, I'm your friendly neighbor, Dungeon Master Peter. Welcome to For the Quest, The Path of Two. And we have our lovely neighborhood. Sorry. Our lovely heroes who let me know ahead of time whether they can make it or not, and not get a very flippity floppity answer. Here is Rachel playing Beryl.
Howdy, y'all.
AKA, did I sign for this or not? We have the Crimson Package, Kyle, playing Tetsu. And we have Peter. I gave you plenty of notice due to the fact that, I texted you 20 minutes ago. Travis, playing Talbot.
Oh, fuck off.
And it looks like my sound alerts are offline. I don't know why. They were working the last time. It might be because I don't have them set up for the quest. That might be why. Well, Travis, you got me on that one. I don't actually have anything here to drink. Let me go get one while y'all introduce Yeslie.
Oh, beloved pink furball.
Our favorite cow humanoid, Core, played by Yeslie.
The true cleric.
Oh, thanks. Hi, friend. Okay. So just to give you guys a heads up, if you hear some clattering or anything, I'm getting my bag ready because I'm leaving tomorrow.
Ooh, going on trips?
I'm going to California for my sister's baby shower, and she don't know.
What's the best?
And I'm still like all kinds of wet because of this guy.
Giggity.
Like my
Travis, that is her child.
Hey, whatever happens, whatever happens. We love Yeslie no matter what. As she gives a tour of what Onyx did.
Yeah.
So what Onyx do this time?
Well, he got a bath.
I had to give him a bath. He sheds really bad, so.
A bath, you say?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so if everyone is relatively ready, does anyone remember where we last left off?
We were getting on a boat to go to Iris's house.
Correct. Yeah, it's pretty much. I mean, we did this intro last week, but unfortunately, we couldn't make it. So sorry about that. Whoever watches this and was like, "Oh man, I missed last week's episode." No, we canceled. But it's okay. Travis made it up by sending everyone a sexy calendar pic of him. So for a low price of $5.99, that could be yours. Okay, he did it in two versions, a small version and then a normal size version to imitate May I and Talbot. So,
yes.
Wait, were you completely blue in one of these pictures?
The only way to find out is
there's full body paint and a little basket covering some stuff.
Why do you think this room is so empty?
I did drive 10 hours to go meet him so we could do this photo shoot. It was much closer than I ever wanted to get to Travis, but it was worth every penny.
Funnily enough, your sexuality
especially
is
with
still the same.
Don't worry, we wore a mask. Alright, so back to D&D because we love to tangent a little bit. All the players ended up making their way to the docks next to Greenest, where they met Typhon. They talked a little bit and everything, and they were about to set voyage. They know this is their thank you phone for telling me that I'm streaming. So we'll be going out on sea. There is very little crew. The crew won't be present on the map. Oh my god, that is adorable.
Some might say it's a skeleton crew.
Hey.
Sorry.
Man, now I want one of everyone in that art style. You gotta stop
I
it,
think
Yeslie.
Tetsu would be really cool in that.
My phone, like half of my D&D pictures is of Core that I have on my phone.
Yes.
So many. This is why I need to become rich and famous, so I can just have all the art styles.
Hashtag all that art.
Anyways.
The crew will be there.
Sorry, you
later
guys kept freezing like really bad, so I jumped out.
No, you're good. The crew will be there, but again, not displayed on the map. There's enough crew to pilot or navigate this boat, so we won't have to worry about like who assigns. If anyone wants to help out in crew scenarios or crew jobs, you're more than welcome to. But that will be more of a roleplay aspect. This
Will they pay us to do it?
What was that?
Will they pay us to do it?
No.
Well then, I don't think Tetsu's going to be helping.
I think it would be really funny to have Core help the navigator.
Oh god, no!
Yes, I 100% agree.
Well, as you guys say, as Beryl says that, in-game Typhon will turn around. Oh, that's awesome, because we actually don't have a navigator. I was going to do it, but if Core can do it, that works great for us.
She can't.
You're just going to hear Tetsu from the distance go, "She's great at navigating."
No, she's not.
I have full confidence in my friend that she can get us where we need to go.
I can
She
do it.
can't.
I can do it.
Well, Core, I believe in you.
Question, how many days is it until we reach our destination?
1 month.
Triple that, and that's how long it will take for Core to get us there.
Oh, wow. You're going to... Well, luckily you guys are adventurers, and adventure awaits.
Is this how we extend the story?
7 more weeks of boat battles and boat combat and boat stories.
And Beryl just as
By the
Beryl
time we
goes,
get done,
"Well,
we're
I
all
would
just
assume-
pirates.
I would assume if we got too far off course, then Core's little friend Eugene will show up and put us back.
Oh, how is
No.
Eugene doing nowadays?
Oh, he's being a little prick. Right. But that's just me.
Oh. He seems not to have the best luck when it comes to dwarves, but it is what
Possibly,
it is.
I don't have experience.
Does Talbot always look angry or just like not pleasant with life?
I didn't catch it.
Why do you say that?
Because you look like you're about to pass a kidney stone.
This is my natural expression. I don't know what you want.
It's gonna be a fun month. Alright, well, if everyone's ready, let's head on board and set sail.
Yes.
Alright, so everyone will go on board. Unfortunately, there is no private chambers for anyone other than the captain, which would be Typhon. Everyone else will just be kind of sleeping in hammocks the whole way.
Is there a bird's nest?
Unless you want to make a little house or a little room out of boxes down below, you can. But that's about it. Whatever you guys have on your person with like bedrolls and a pillow, that's what you're gonna bring. Unless you want to go scaries around this little hamlet to see if someone has any finer sleep attire.
Okay, but is the crow's nest currently inhabited?
Well, we do have One-Eyed Jim up there. But if you can do a better job than he can, by all means, go
How
for it.
valuable is One-Eyed Jim?
Well, he has one eye.
And his name is Jim.
We also have Pegleg Pete. But he handles the sales.
Take its nest.
I think my hammock will do just fine. I just want to make sure that it's harnessed a little lower to the ground. Otherwise, it's going to be real fun to watch Beryl get into it.
Well, if you need a stepping barrel, we have one.
Nope. Just going to harness my little hammock a little closer to the ground. Don't want to hurt myself when I fall out. Definitely will, at least once.
Alrighty. Let's set sail then. If no one else has anything to gather. We have enough food to get there, plus we can always fish. Or we can be pirates. You know, one of those good things.
Sea rabbits are very good.
We can hunt for sea rabbits, yeah. There are out there. But onwards. Alright, everyone will get on the boat, kind of just in positions, and off you go. Typhon will be the one driving. I guess Core would be next to him because she is not a navigator. We'll have Senguine in the back. Tetsu will be up in this little perch up here. I know you guys can't really see it. And in the middle is a table with some maps and some documents. We'll have Beryl and Talbot just pretty much stand there and discuss or talk while the crew kind of runs around and does their thing.
Sounds like fun.
So what exactly is it? So it's a map, random documents. Do the documents contain pertinent information?
Inventory list. It's really pretty much a map showing the passageway, all their set destination to get to the land where the Dragon Slayers are located. And you do have to go through a kind of in between two large like mountain regions or islands that is set to sail through there. It's a very narrow passageway. But it is known as the Sea's Colon.
Well, are there any here be monster markings on the map?
Some to stay away from. Some that, like, you know, a tail of a great sea creature over here in Smark was like a sea creature icon. Others have like known pirate regions. There are some notes and maps or some documents stating that, which if you ask Typhon, he'll gladly explain. The conflict between Dragon Slayers and the North Stars out on sea.
Alright.
Tell us about that conflict.
Are you gonna ask Typhon?
Yes.
Typhon will go, alright, well, Core, take the wheel. I'll go ahead and have a conversation with him.
Alrighty.
And I guess Tetsu roll me a dexterity check. Because apparently you fell out of your nest.
Oh, come on.
You got drunk at sea, apparently. There we go. We'll just turn it that way.
No, it all just appeared. Where is it?
I was kidding.
This is a saving throw, right? Okay.
You don't really have to. I accidentally hit your miniature and it fell.
All set and ready to start.
Typhon will come down to the table and like pull up a little a little box and goes, Well, what do you want to know about it?
Tell me about the conflict. Who were the North Stars, and what is the conflict they have with the Dragon Slayers?
Well, if you guys weren't aware, the North Stars, which is the organization Senguine's a part of, they have commandeered the port cities of Greenus. But if you guys know, the Dragon Slayers came aid to Greenus. So the North Stars want the whole control of Greenus for themselves, while the Dragon Slayers have put too much time and resources into it to give it up. So now there's a sea conflict where they're starting to fight each other out on sea. Which, that's why you don't see any... We're not flying any colors or anything. It looks like a cargo ship. So if they asked us, or if we could stop by any one of them, we'll just let them know that we're a cargo ship.
Well, we aren't exactly associated with one or the other.
You got 2 former Dragon Slayers and a runaway from the North Star on your ship. Both me and Iris were recognized in Dragon Slayers, and there's a wanted poster out for Senguine. So...
Oh, I didn't realize you were also part of the Dragon Slayers.
Yeah, led the high ranking.
Okay, well, now that that's out of the air, I mean, I don't know, part of it feels like, we aren't exactly working for either one, but I understand where you come from as far as keeping a low profile and ensuring that we inform them that we don't belong to either side, we're just a cargo ship, just going through.
Yes, and we may have to bribe our way through.
Bribe?
But hopefully that happens. And Core, go ahead and make me a let's see. Since this is a bit of talking, what would be a good check for navigation?
Nature.
Yeah,
Sure. Go and roll me a nature check.
10, 4. Give me 2 seconds.
Or you could do her performance of navigating, maybe, I guess, but...
Or a general intelligence check.
Survival! Do survival!
Which one do you want me to do?
Give me one second. I'm actually looking it up.
I also don't know how to sail ships, so...
So this would probably be at disadvantage. I just need to know what check. That did not help me, D&D Beyond. You lied to me.
Are you judging her navigating or her driving?
Well, it'll be both in this case.
Probably just a straight intelligence check then, because it'll be her ability to figure out the controls of the ship while also trying to remember where she's going and how to get there.
I like that. And I think Travis said that as well, so...
Yeah, he did.
Intelligence check with disadvantage.
Okie dokie. Let's use rainbow dice.
Yeah, rainbow dice.
I got... Here, hold on.
I can't see that.
Natural 20 and a natural 18.
Ooh.
Hey!
So,
I did pretty good, guys, and no bonuses, because...
She actually knows where she's going right now.
Alright, so for the next 3 hours, you're good to go. As long as Cora's driving, she's good. So good. All right. So we'll go back to the conversation.
Wouldn't it be rather hypocritical of paladin organizations to take things such as bribes?
It would be. Lately, the not Dragon Slayers, the North Stars have been acting weird. We don't know what, since they are their own religious organizations and their affairs outside of the organization is merely trade related. I don't have anyone on the inside to get any information. So, bribings might work.
How long ago have they been? How long have they been acting rather suspicious or weird?
I would have to say since the incident in the port town.
Which incident was that?
Half the town got slaughtered.
Well, you remember this, Talbot. It was that time that said that former parliamentary of ours did the Cthulhu thing, and he got beheaded.
Oh, okay. So since then, I'm wondering because normally things lead up until a trigger point. I mean, something happened before that triggered things starting to become abnormal or weird, or the interference of this slaughter had occurred. There had to have been something wrong, something leading up to it. Do you know anything?
Unfortunately, I was out of commission during this time.
Is anyone on the ship who was there before?
You have Core, Iris, Senguine. I don't think anyone else was there at the time.
Well, Senguine is narcissistic, so he's looking at a mirror of himself, I'm sure. Iris is doing something. I don't know, God knows where. And Core is not running us into an iceberg.
I can't hear any of this.
Which, when you say that he looks around, yeah, she's actually doing a pretty good job. Proud of her. Good job, Core.
Well,
do we know if the North Star has acquired new leadership recently?
Any leadership in most religious organizations won't be announced unless they're human affairs, because humans like to proclaim their rise to power. I don't know how the North Stars work, so possibly, but if so, most religious organizations will have a safety measure in case a tyrant is to be put in charge.
Well, what if they don't know if he's a tyrant? What if he's one of those silver-tongued fellas?
He must have a very good tongue to convince.
I mean, to be fair, paladins generally have great insight and are able to discern when one is lying or being mistruthful.
Well, I'm sure they do all have that predisposition, but it's fairly obvious. You said you noted that the North Stars have acted weird, I believe is what you said, and commandeering places. Like, that's not normal for paladins to commandeer places.
Depending,
they're already acting out of the norm.
Well, it may not be normal in the sense of what it stands for, but paladins do go to war. So seeing them actually take over a location for their said greater good is actually very common. It's just when it comes to a larger scale of it, and it really depends the act in the battle. So if they were going to take over a town, if that paladin slaughtered women and children, and yeah, that's out of the ordinary. But if they took it over from a tyrant, then they would probably see it as good.
But was it taken from a tyrant?
I
My guess is no.
unfortunately I don't have that information there.
But you said the Dragon Slayers were going in to liberate?
Well, the Dragon Slayers helped defend Greenus and to push back the cultists and the orcs. But when
So they were working together.
They were not working together with the No Stars, no. But once that settlement happened, that incident happened in the port town of Worcester, they expanded to the other two port towns with a city, small city, can't really hold up its own against three forces of port towns, backed by a religious group. Greenus is holding off the best it can, but without reinforcements or more supplies, it will be taken over by the No Stars.
Peter, question?
Yeah.
Am I able to do some sort of roll to understand what the what oaths the Senguine's former organization is known for? Their oaths, their core beliefs.
Whenever Senguine gets here, you can ask him that question because I do not have that information.
Okay. Well, until Senguine stops looking at himself in the mirror, we won't really know much else from that. How is your memory, by the way?
It's better. Bits and pieces are still foggy, but I got majority of it back.
Still meditating on that aura crystal I gave you?
Still doing it, yeah. I'm still required to do meditation to make sure my mental capabilities are still intact.
Delightful.
Jedi fears that there may be some side effects or some latent triggers, and having me meditate will help reduce the chance.
So, tell me, where on the map exactly are we going through in order to reach Iris's homeland?
Well, you can say our homeland. I was born and raised there too.
Oh, you were?
Mm-hmm. That's Yep.
Didn't know that.
It's where I actually met. Well, we didn't grow up together, but I met her later in life. Hey, Chef Steve. Love the doggo. Later in life. But normally we can just set sail, like straight shot there, but with the activities at sea, we're taking a little bit detour to hopefully not be undetected. Not to be detected.
Not to be detected. Is there any sort of magical protection that could give us a better chance of being hidden? Some sort of illusion?
We do have one magical protection that Eugene was able to install, but it will. He recommends us to use it during the Seas Canal. The Seas colon. When we pass through the Seas colon.
Any particular reason why there?
He wouldn't even tell me. He just said that the mountains have eyes. Best.
There's some places back home where the hills have eyes.
What's the sound of music?
Those are the hills that are alive, not the hills that have eyes.
My guessing is there might be a bunch of sirens nearby, so since it is a very rocky place and we have to navigate that with very precise measurements, this will help us not, ruin the ship I spent quite some time building.
Do I have any knowledge or lore about the Seas colon? any sort of history thing that may have popped up in my lessons?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
19.
So the Seas colon wasn't originally called a Seas colon. It was just known as the Seas Divide. Mainly because it separated half the sea from the devils and angels back in the Great War. But due to the conflict, section of it got blown up and then reshapen later on throughout years as a sea passageways for ships to travel. It's dangerous, but it also provides a little cover. But you have a lot more nature's creatures alive in that area. So a lot of ships don't go to it. When I say ships, I mean, the standard cargo ships and everything. Smugglers and whatnot will use it as a getaway because most other ships are not small and narrow.
But this one is.
This one's about medium size. It's going to be still difficult. That's why Typhon said we need to be extremely careful. So you can assume that the magic is something to block out anyone from seeing you guys or to aid in the maneuverability of the now colon.
Am I able to see this device?
Typhon will go, do you have the ability to see magic?
I do.
Then I'm going to assume it's in some rune writing. So if you can read Eugene's runic writing, by all means, but I don't exactly know where he put it. He just told me, and he'll pull out like a rock. He's like, he just told me to smash this when the time comes.
Can you hold out your hand just so I can see the runes that are on the rock? I won't touch it.
Yeah.
If you could just hold it out so I can inspect the runes.
It looks, so there's no runes on the rock. It's just, it looks like a plain normal rock.
I will take this opportunity and I will cast Detect Magic.
As a ritual spell?
No.
Okay. So when you cast it, your eyes go blue, and it's an activation stone. Pretty much, it has activate on it. To when the requirement is done, it will activate and then trigger all the other runes across the ship that you can see.
So now I can see all the runes that are on the ship because the ship is magical?
Parts of the ship are, yes. So these runes that you're seeing now are a little bit more of like connectors to each other. So there's not as many of them, but they're a lot stronger. As long as the things they're attached to, so say for example, the very tip of the boat stays intact, everything else will bounce back from each other. But if that piece were to fall in, then it may digress the ship's magic. So like the front area may not be good anymore. So everything back here would be fine.
What school of magic is it?
Conjuration? It helps. So the magic is to give the ship more flexibility and to turn it invisible.
So it's conjuration.
Yeah, I got it right.
Okay. I don't know the schools of magic, so
I don't either.
I repeated what you said.
Oh, in that case, yeah, sure, let's go with it.
All right. I'm going to keep the detect magic up, and then I want to look around at for the other areas because it's 10 minutes.
Okay. So you have front ship, the back of the ship, left, right, from where you guys are standing. So one spot over here, one spot over there. A point in the center. So the table itself has one. And then 2 points up top of the sails.
Yeah, I just want to go and give them all a look-see.
Yeah. They all look about the same.
Yeah. I figured, but it piques her curiosity.
Yeah, that's fine. So as Talbot's doing that, Beryl, do you have any questions for Typhon? You're muted.
Sorry, I was snacking on crunchy things.
No, it's good. I appreciate it, though.
I don't know. Probably, I've not had a chance to talk much with Iris about her home, so I'd probably just ask him questions about the home. What we
And
so saying as much like I'd be like, so I've just met Iris and I've never been to her home. Do you know much about her family and such?
I do. I know quite a bit about her family. They're a real hoot. Mainly her father was a very stubborn one.
I see. And do you know if she's on good terms with her parents? Are we going to be walking into a hornet's nest of unsaid family agitations?
Possibly. Unfortunately, when me and Iris had our falling out, I left before she did, so I don't know what kind of terms she left on with her family, but I know they love her. But whenever we met back up, we didn't really talk much about it. We just continued with work.
That's a real shame. You didn't happen to notice any detriment to that crystal I gave you, did you? I mean, like, it didn't, like, crack on you or turn black.
This crystal?
Does he pull it out?
Wait, are you talking about the crystal you gave him?
Yeah, so I gave him one of the aura crystals way back forever when we first met. And I tried giving the same crystals to Iris, and every time I gave it to her, they cracked in half or turned black or broke in half.
No, his is just blank still.
All right. I tried to alleviate some of Iris's upset feelings by giving her something to focus on, and it just seemed to. Well, her chakra was not aligned with that particular stone. Apparently, she gave off a negative aura there. I was just wondering if you had the same problems.
Since I guess the moment I quote died, I don't know what happened to Iris since then. She hasn't really told me, nor has any of her party members told me. I couldn't
I
keep
don't know
in contact with
died,
everyone.
So.
So your guess is as good as mine. But until I get more information on it, I don't know why her the stone goes black and shatters.
He froze, so I don't know.
Oh, great. He's just gonna repeat that I don't know why it's happening to her. He doesn't have enough information. And Travis, I didn't set up the sound alerts on for the quest. I didn't want people to spam it to interrupt the gameplay. So, for the quest won't have sound alerts, unfortunately.
Damn.
But next time, Travis, I will go ahead and play it for you for free. Whenever you want me to, next time I stream that has sound alerts, I'll go ahead and play one for you.
Giggity.
So you don't waste 500. So.
Giggity.
I think mostly Sorry, you cut out, so I didn't hear a lot of what you said, other than the fact that you were telling me that you didn't know a lot of what happened after you died.
That's pretty much it. Like, until he gets told what happened after he died, he doesn't know why. So he has a lot of empty information.
I mean, to be fair, he only knows about one thing that happened after he died.
Well, May I and Iris?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. He does know about that.
Yeah, because May I told him, and he was like, "I'm sorry." My bad, girl.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess I could be sticking my nose into places that don't belong right now, but could I ask a personal question?
By all means, I'm an open book right now.
Do you still have deep and sincere feelings for Iris?
When you say that, he's going to jump overboard.
Oh, dear. I'll go to the side. Is he at least swimming?
Oh yeah, he's letting the current drift him backwards, and then he's just gonna climb up back to where Core's at.
Core is the captain now.
And he goes, "You're doing a great job, Core." So he immediately left that conversation to just go back up here, even though he could just walked away. He just jumped off ship.
I'm just gonna shout up to him. I was like, "You must be one of those books with the hidden chapter in the back."
He gives you a thumbs up and go, "Okay." So Typhon appears soaking wet next to you, Core.
Beryl's gonna make her way down into the underside and see if she can't find something that resembles a kitchen.
That's fine. All right.
She looks at him and she goes, "You're wet."
Yeah. So, I just needed to, take a swim. Take a swim really quickly. Stretch my muscles. It's gonna be a long time. I was a little tired, but I got it.
Cool. She thinks it's weird.
I feel like that's an insult now. When Core finds something weird, it's like, what the fuck?
That's when you know it's weird.
Right? Typhon would be like, "Oh, so I see you've grown, Core."
Grown?
Yeah, you seem a lot stronger.
Suddenly she's like, "Is that a fat joke?"
Wow, you read my mind.
And suddenly Typhon jumps back overboard.
Well, Typhon can't read minds, so he's just like waiting for Core to respond.
Wrong? In what way?
As a leader, it just seems like you have more of a dominant presence now.
If you say so.
Well, do you not feel confident?
Nope.
Oh, well, why
I'm
not?
still learning. I'm still figuring this whole leader thing out.
Well, as long as you don't lose your core charm, I think the group will be fine.
She looks at him and says, "Get out."
It's my ship!
Core pushes him overboard.
Does Core push Typhon?
No.
Okay.
She just kind of shakes her head, like, in disapproval.
And he go, "What?"
She'll laugh. Nothing.
All right.
It's nice to see that you're your old charming self again.
Hey, what can I say? I needed a small vacation.
Don't we all?
So what happened with May I? Why isn't he with the group anymore? I spoke to him with a little bit, but he didn't say much.
Let's just say party differences, I guess.
Did he not like being a short one anymore?
I don't think that's a problem. I think there was just a lot of animosity between a couple party members, and he also felt like we just didn't click as a group anymore. You know, people change and things happen, and you sometimes have no control over it. And she looks kind of sad about it.
Typhon will give her a little pat on the back. I'm like, oh, don't be sad about it. I'm pretty sure May will come in clutch when he's needed.
He always does.
So that brings me to my next question. What happened to Leander? I don't see him with anyone.
Kind of same thing, just party differences, and I think he had to go home to take care of his ward.
Is that what happened to Adkara and Scarlet as well?
She's just gonna kind of like, hold on. Where's a button for this? That's stupid. Come on. Oh.
Oh, well, we had it.
There we go. She's just gonna kind of go. Adkara died.
Oh.
He went back for you.
I guess he didn't want me to have a warrior's death or self-sacrificing. What happened to Scarlet?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I think she tried to save him, or she left, or I wasn't all there for that.
She left with Fuego.
But also, I wasn't really there for that because Leander almost died, and I used every bit of strength I had to save him. And I didn't even know that you died until I came to consciousness.
Well,
pretty lousy cleric, huh?
No, you did something beyond your capabilities, and your body just couldn't handle it. But at least now you know what you're capable of. So if you have to do it next time, hopefully you can recreate it without the major side effects. But you saved a life. Good for you.
Thank you.
Okay. And I think Senguine's done looking in a mirror. So whenever you guys want to give him that intro, by all means.
Never. Senguine's never done looking in the mirror.
I think Senguine just always has a mirror with him, just in case.
Senguine actually has a headpiece, which is just a mirror in front of him.
You know, it's funny how self-absorbed we say Senguine is, but when you look at his art, he doesn't look that self-absorbed at all.
It's because at the end of the day, he's just a badass. He gets shit done, and then he looks at himself.
It's what
he just admires himself.
It's what I told Eli earlier today. It is so hard to kill Senguine, even without his powers.
You haven't come across the right fireball yet.
I mean, there's one thing I know I can kill him with. I can kill anyone with, but I'm going to say that for a very special occasion.
Yeah, disintegration does wonders.
No, I was going to say plot convenience for me, but okay. Let y'all give Senguine his intro. It won't be a D&D game without it.
Hi, Senguine.
Hi, Senguine.
Oh my god! Senguine! We love you. And we miss you.
Who farted?
It's a little off, but you know it's there.
That's what we want. And we'll say as
So
Senguine kind of
What is up? What has been happening?
We've just been chit-chatting on the boat.
Yeah, but say,
Yeah, give
we
me
made
1
Core the
second,
Navigator.
guys. Go ahead and fill in Senguine.
We made Core the Navigator. She's piloting the boat.
For real?
Yep.
Thank you. I wasn't the only one that thought that.
Excuse me. One question though. How did we get on a boat?
So
Remember, I
that's
missed
where
last week as well.
Yeah, so when we got done with Eugene at the tavern, and he walked us out that magical door and put us like outside into a new place, and then we all walked to the docks and met up with Typhon, and then we didn't play last week, really, but we did manage to put all of ourselves on a boat with Typhon from the docks.
Cool.
So we got Talbot and me. We're discussing things, but I think we've wandered away now. Talbot's looking for magical things. I'm down in the kitchen area. Core is driving and navigating. With
And
Typhon beside her.
I rolled pretty good. I rolled a natural 20, and then I had to do it with disadvantage, and then I rolled an 18, so pretty good.
I'm so proud of you.
Yep. Our lovely Kinku is up in the crow's nest, because that's where he prefers to be.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, no!
And we made
What?
at least 2 jokes that you were looking at yourself in the mirror, which is why we
Yeah,
couldn't
you're just
talk
in the
about
very back of the
I'm
boat.
so
Iron.
sad now.
What
happened? What'd you do?
happened?
My ice cream and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure Yeslie, and then I put it on and it
No.
stuck.
You bitch. My sister
Oh,
came and
no.
gave me an ice cream, and it was like attached perfectly, and I was like, yeah, I get an ice cream, and then I went like this. And I was like, oh no, and she was like, oh, it broke when I opened it, and I just attached it.
It's like this.
And then I went and grabbed it, and it just
Oh.
detached.
Hi, Elliot.
That sucks.
Right.
Oh, I know. I saw
Oh,
the
yeah,
pictures.
we
It's
saw
so
that
cool.
there.
Yes. I can't wait. You're gonna add the blue to it, right?
Yeah, she's gonna add the blue to it.
Oh, I
The
can't.
blue,
And then
the
she's
white.
gonna have the different elements around it.
That is dope as fuck. I gotta have to. So, Care Bear redeems sing mode. So for the next 4 minutes, I'll be singing or humming my answers to you guys. So enjoy the unpleasantry of my voice. But y'all may continue.
Okay. Well, I think we filled everything in. We got some information. Beryl asked for information about Iris's family. We were trying to figure out what's going on with the North Star. I do believe Talbot had some questions for Senguine about the North Star.
I did, but I was waiting. I'm still waiting for Senguine to loathe over himself, or whatever it is that he does. So.
Oh, Sanguine's now at the front of the ship, just chilling.
Okay, I guess he moved. Do you move to?
Oh, I see him and go, oh, it looks like he's done. And then I beeline it to him.
Okay.
I guess I'm doing this alone. Okay. Senguine,
Yes.
we need to talk.
That's what we're already doing, my friend. What's up?
The North Stars.
Yeah.
What are their morals? What are the oaths in which a member of their organization takes?
Well, the North Star is all about, first, worshiping Thor, as you've probably already gleaned.
Yes, I know.
But also, it's about helping. Just using our strengths to help others, as in our communities, trying to reach out to others, and really it's just about helping the less fortunate at its core tenets. Because I'm a big strong dragonborn, right? So like my strengths are actual physical strength. So a lot of times when I first joined, the North Star would be about helping the community build a new school, or help farmers out on their just it's all about giving back to the community that build you up.
Do they ever have issues when it comes to resources, needing money in order to get things that they need in order to help their communities?
Generally, no.
I was just speaking with Typhon. Currently on the seas, there are conflicts between the North Stars and the Dragon Slayers. The Dragon Slayers being apparently the organizations that Typhon and Iris were a part of, and the North Stars, which wants you. So we may have to bribe them in order for safe passage. That would be considered part of the weird behavior that has been going on lately.
Yeah, like this is like as I with when we were with Eugene, this whole something strange is afoot, I think, with the North Star, because this is, conflict at sea is not necessarily something that they would just be willingly doing.
Especially if it is conflict with a territory. Which, they are fighting. They are sort of taking over Greenest, and the Dragon Slayers don't want to give it up, surrender it.
Yeah, I mean, that is not the organization I grew up in, to be completely honest with you. Like, this is very, it's concerning behavior to me as well. That they're starting what seems to be a conquest or a crusade of some sort. I don't know. To be fair, it's been a while since I've been in regular contact with the leadership, I guess. But maybe something dramatically shifted in the last few years. I'm not sure, but
actually, Typhon had noticed that there were some irregularities, but it all started when that dwarf, the one that like blew up the town or something.
Yeah.
Apparently it started there, and that's when the North Stars had been acting strange and unnatural.
Yeah, because they're saying that they're like basically blaming me for all his crimes, which as between you and me is kind of BS. Just because I was around him, and I was unaware of his crimes, right? But we were just around him, and they were like, "Yeah, you murdered a bunch of people too," which is just not necessarily true. So I don't really know. Like I said, this isn't really the North Star that I know. So I really don't know what to tell you. It kind of feels to me like I don't even know the organization anymore.
Tell me about the hierarchy in leadership. When one gets a new leadership, I know that the humans tend to overpronounce it and claim that and give ceremony. Does the organization go around telling people there's a change in leadership and give some sort of ceremony? Is it all hush hush?
You're really gonna make me lore build right now?
Hey, he tried to do it to me. I'm like, I don't know. This is all Senguine. Talk to him about it.
This is.
I know. Hold on, I hadn't really thought that far into the hierarchy and lore of the North Star.
Even though you had several months to come up with this.
No, I had no warning about this. None. Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna improv this.
Do it.
Okay, so when it comes to the leadership of the North Star, it does get a little fuzzy, right? Like obviously Thor, number one, right? Clearly, and then we have like our Council of Elders, which are generally accepted as our leadership. And after that, it kind of goes down into regional, churches and things like that. You'll have kind of like what I was doing when I came over here, or to what was the first town we were in?
Polis?
The one with VidPick? Yeah, Polis.
Oh, that one. Insert name here.
Insert name here. We were trying to build a church there, and I would have been the leader of that church. A deacon, if you will, is what we're going to call that, because that's what I can think of right now.
I like it.
And after that, so it would be like, after that, we have our followers after that, and we're just kind of, followers, just that. So the hierarchy is a little loosely based on the general side. Our Council of Elders are pretty tight-knit, but we do have our ceremonies, right? That any organization, any religious organization would have, but nothing. Usually, they would say something like if a council member had died, or if somebody tried to consolidate power, you would think they would say something, but I don't know.
The thing that's most peculiar is the ones that did put out the wanted poster that has. I'm trying to figure out power-wise who would have the authority of which to do such a thing. Because at that point, that's where things could start to be messy.
Yeah, so that would generally, I guess, be a deacon of the church. Would be somebody who could. It was weird because I've never heard of anything like this before, so I don't really know the power structure when it comes to hunting down one of your own. Like we've had deserters and stuff, but that's never really been a call for violence or a call for somebody's head. The order would generally come from, I guess, an elder, but it's just so odd, it's so out of character for the whole organization.
After hearing your explanation into the history and the morals and obligations of such a prestigious organization, I can agree with that as well. It is very troubling. How are you feeling with all of this information?
Oh, not good. Not good. Knowing that they're going out and conquesting, that's, not a tenet that I agree with at all. It's hard to see the people I grew up with teaching community and love throughout, our regions, and that's what they taught me to do when I became a deacon. They taught me to reach the community through love and support, not warfare, not intimidation. It's never really been the thing. Ironically, it's not been the thing because our god is Thor and he loves to intimidate. But it's calculated intimidation, right? Thor's loved by the people because he is gracious and good, not because he is just big and mean and scary. So watching an organization that I grew up with go against the very core belief system and start some strange religious conquest that I'm almost speechless. The feelings I have are things that I've never really felt before, to be honest. and I'm kind of processing them.
Have you communed with your god regarding these concerns?
I would love to do that. However, all semblance of magic I have is gone.
You don't necessarily need magic to commune with your god.
I've tried a couple times, and for some reason, it's still not working. Because maybe something's been severed, like a tie has been severed with my god. Because I've tried reaching out a couple times. I felt a presence here and there, but I can't communicate the way I used to. And that's all my magic's gone, which is, it's all holy magic, so it's derived from my god.
Perhaps you just need to spend some time to meditate.
I'll give it another go.
I mean, you must have faith. If you do not have faith in the one thing that you hold true and dear, then I can imagine why Thor would not want to speak to anybody. Like, you do have that faith.
Yeah,
you do have that belief.
I still believe. It's things are complicated right now, and for some reason, things aren't working, and it's all coinciding again with just this North Star acting weird. I don't know if maybe they've done something to sever the ties that we have directly with Thor. I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's concerning. But I mean, maybe I'll give it another go. See if I can't reconnect on my own.
Give it a go. You might find something now that we're away from land and out in the deep ocean.
I will do that. And I do that. I walk away and I go do that.
Where do you walk away to?
I don't know, below deck? Is there like a cabin or something?
There's storage rooms.
You can join me down in the kitchen.
No, I think he'd rather be alone. Right. Wait, first, can he see if there's a storm on the horizon?
Perception check.
Rolling some dice. That is a 17 total. I think. Let me double check my perception real quick. I think it's +1. Yeah, we're good. 17.
It just seems clear as day. You guys are only a couple hours in, about 3, so Core would need to roll another intelligence check with disadvantage if she still wants to sail the ship.
With disadvantage or advantage?
Still disadvantage because you're not proficient in it.
Oh, well, I heard you say advantage.
Me too.
Yeah, it cut off the dis in the disadvantage.
Wow, Discord.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say anything because like my thing's been cutting the entire time.
Wow, Discord. Why you gotta do me so cruel?
First one is 18.
Please be not one.
That one? All right.
Core found the one rock in the middle of the ocean.
Love it. Now, Core, roll me a percentile.
Oh no. Come back here, dice.
Wow, that one bounced. That got distance.
You said percentile?
Yeah.
This is all I ever wanted in life.
A video of Yeslie's feet.
Well, that one got cocked.
For $25, you can get 10 foot pics and a 5-second video.
Oh.
So now we know that he's got a foot fetish.
64.
All right. Okay.
And 64% of the ship has been destroyed.
Well, I was going to let that be a surprise, but Core massively hulks out, destroying 64% of the ship. You all drown at sea. Good game. I'll see you next week.
I have a Twilight Domain cleric I'm ready to bring out.
So Court's driving, and then she just stands there, and then for some odd reason, she just walks away.
I mean, luckily
I feel like maybe her
Titan's right
animal
there.
companion was like chittering because he was hungry, and she was like, "Let me go. I'll go get you a snack."
Let's go with that. Gus needed some
Luckily-
food, so Core just kind of like goes to the table, as no one is at the
Typhon
wheel of
was
the
right
ship.
next to her.
Typhon walked away as conversations were happening. As Senguine went down, Typhon went up to talk to Talbot. And we'll say, did you have everything you needed to know from Senguine?
Yes. There is definite suspicion as far as what has been going on with his organization. We should tread lightly. We may not know who is the one influencing such strange behaviors. At minimum, we're looking at an elder who could possibly have influence. Not a general soldier. So anyone of high ranking is to be of high suspicions.
So they're trying to label Senguine for a scapegoat? So they don't lose face?
It seems that ever since the event occurred, they need someone to blame.
And do you think since Senguine wasn't able to stop the event and failed, they gotta make him a scapegoat because it looks bad if one of their own powerful warriors failed?
From talking with Senguine, I believe that he believes that he did everything he could, and that he was not aware of such things. Otherwise, he would have stopped it. It could have been a situation that was just too late, and he couldn't do anything about it.
At this point, everyone go ahead and make me a acrobatics check.
I'm good with these ones. This is my shit.
That is a 19 for Senguine.
No idea. Good stuff in this.
Ooh.
No, don't freeze up on me.
I got a 14.
Acrobatics is dexterity, right?
Yes.
Beryl got a 15.
All right.
Someone did a barrel roll.
5, 6, 7, 8. 21.
Ooh. You barely passed that one.
Oh, shit.
Well, he barely passed that one because of where he's located.
I'm gonna say his is much higher. He's up in a precarious position.
And what about Core?
Core?
Or
Core will take a 10.
Take a 10?
So 11?
Okay. So everyone who got 15 or below 15, this happens to you. So that will only be 2 of you guys, right?
Well, it's not me. I got a 15, so I'm good, right?
Yeah. So if you got 15, you're fine. But if you got anything lower than that,
do you want me to roll for core?
this will be. What's your AC, Talbot?
12.
12?
I think 12 or 13.
Okay. Well, luckily... Oh, I need to know. Is it 12 or 13? Wait, no, that's fine still.
Oh,
13.
Okay. Okay,
Because
good.
I don't have my mage armor on.
Alright, so as the conversation with Talbot and Typhon is continuing, the ship suddenly just makes a sharp right turn. And so everyone who knocking people to their feet. So Typhon would slam to the railing while Talbot kind of just flies to the side. But luckily enough, Typhon will grab Talbot as she's over the edge. Core is just simply going to flop off.
Oh no.
And everyone down below just smashes against a wall.
My tea leaves, I was so prepared.
Tetsu holds on tightly as he's up in the crow nest.
Does anyone see Core go overboard?
Perception checks to Tetsu, because he will be the only one to have remotely any focus on that. Because Typhon was focused on grabbing.
I have used.
Talbot.
Have you say that one more time? Sorry, you cut out for me.
It's okay. Perception.
Perception check.
Yeah, to see if you
I
see.
need you to see
Core.
if you saw Core.
Let's take a look. I think I have a +5 in
How about
No, I get a
happen
plus
to catch it out of the corner of my eye since I...
Oh no, I get a. Oh wait, perception. No, wow, I get a +8. Okay.
Where's my sing mode?
Okay, so that would be a 19.
Alright, you see it. Really gonna switch that sing mode to something else, so I'm not doing it during D&D. Sorry. Yeah, you see Core going off the ship. Love you too.
Is there like a rope or something that I can grab?
To go down?
Like to grab, because what I want him to do is he's gonna basically see this and just like quick on his feet, think, grab a rope, swing down, grab her, and like continue swinging and pull her out and back up onto the ship.
Okay. The DC will be quite high for that. Do you still want to try it?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, so the priority...
You only live once.
The priority will be to get Core back on the ship.
Yes.
All right. So I would need a acrobatics check.
All right,
To
let me
use the
roll
rope.
that real quick. All right, so don't go dark. Come on, stay there. All right, add that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. No, stop that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's gonna be a 22.
Oh, wow. And then a strength check to pull Core up.
This is where things are gonna get a little dicey.
Sorry, my internet went out for like literally a minute.
All right, so strength check.
Yeah, you fell overboard.
Rachel, you're muted.
It's okay.
So that one's actually going to be a 15. That one's not terrible.
Okay, not terrible. Terrible. But you do got all of Core's gear and whatnot to factor into the weight.
Yeah, not wrong.
So I'll give this a percentile roll on Talbot. Not Talbot, sorry, Tetsu. And to just see if you can use the momentum to increase that like strength pull, and you just might have to pull her up enough to just swing her up, and hopefully she'll most likely hit the deck. But
I was about to say he doesn't care how she gets aboard as long as she gets aboard, or even is attached to like the side of the ship.
Yeah.
All right. So that is a ooh, awesome. So is that what cool? So that is an my dice are being real nice to me today. That is an 80, a straight 80.
All right.
I'm going to roll like crap for the rest of the night, guys. I hope you know this.
Well, I'm glad we're getting this out of the way now instead of later. So you're able to just like you timed it perfectly to where when Cora went underwater and just came right back up, you kind of just like grabbed underneath her arm, yanked this 7-foot tall lady out of the water and just flinged her up with the momentum, leaving you still on the side of the boat, because you used what you could to just get her up and just kind of like fling back around. But Core, go ahead and roll me a acrobatics or athletics check to see how you land. No, actually, dexterity saving throw.
KK.
Can we say that when the boat turned that sharply and it threw me into a wall, that Beryl went, "What the fuck?" and started heading back up to the deck?
We'll have you do an acrobatic. So actually, it'll just be difficult terrain because the ship is still turning right as we speak.
Yeah.
So
try to investigate as well.
That's fine.
I got a 15 plus 4, 19.
All right. So luckily, Core's able to just kind of like land on her feet, barely, almost falling like smack dab face first. Tetsu is still just he's swinging. Talbot is still over, hanging on, like Typhon's holding on to her to make sure she doesn't fall over. And then we'll have Beryl and Senguine just come up, having a lot of force and pressure on them to just like hug the wall. And you can see that from where you guys are at, that no one's at the wheel. Core's next to it, but she needs to quickly make her way over there.
That's what I do.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a balance check. So which I do believe that
would be dexterity.
Dexterity, yep.
Just a dexterity saving throw?
Or
acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Okie dokie.
I love how I have my skills listed on my D&D screen or my DM screen, but I always forget to look at it because I never know where it's located on the screen. And I go, oh, it's right there.
11.
All right. So unfortunately, you fall on your butt and then you just slam into the railing. Does anyone else want to give it a try?
From my vantage point, can I either see Tetsu on the side of the boat or can I see Talbot hanging off the edge?
Oh, so, 1 second. Thank you, Eli, for that lovely description. Oh, I saw the little zombie walking too. Ooh, makes my heart flutter. So with that, sorry, what was your thing there? Sorry, I just wanted to point.
That's okay. I said from my vantage point, am I able to see either my friends hanging off the edge of the boat?
Not at the current moment, because everything with the guys are happening this way. While you and Senguine are kind of like squished in this little corner pocket, holding onto the railing as it's, the boat is still going to the right.
All right. I'm gonna just kind of like nudge Senguine aside and go, "Hey, you need to get up to the steering wheel. You're stronger than I am.
On it.
See if you can't get this boat to stop spinning."
Let's go.
And then I also would like to try to make my way towards it, but I want to hug the side because I want to be hanging onto that railing. And I'm hoping that eventually I'll get close enough to see Tetsu.
All right. So this will be half your movement because if you're holding onto the railing and everything to get there, it would just be half your movement because you're not moving freely. At this point. So if you want to move your full movement, that will be a acrobatics check to keep your balance while just moving your full movement.
Because I have unarmored movement, my full distance is 45. So I guess at 20 at half. I mean, I don't know how far it is to the side of the boat or anything.
Or you can use that. That would be fine since it's just to the side of the boat. But like moving, like if you just want to go from where you were at to the steering
just do me
wheel,
the half movement and just get me as far as I can get towards Tetsu. What I'm getting at is I'm hoping to hold onto the railing for support and then hopefully see Tetsu on the side and be like, I can help you out.
All right. Okay.
I'm sending Senguine to do the heavy lifting of the steering wheel.
All right, now Senguine, how do you want to get there?
Senguine's just gonna try to full out sprint at it.
All right, you know what, Senguine, roll me a percentile.
What is? I got a 30 and a 0.
What is 30?
Is it just 30?
Yes, that's 30.
Cool.
The 3-0 is the first part, and then the one with the regular D10 is like your last digit number.
Cool. 38. I mean 300.
300. I just love that you like answered it in form of like a Jeopardy question. What is 30?
Well, I don't like percentiles because like sometimes it's higher than I think it is with the 0. Like the 0 throws me off.
It's okay.
So.
Okay. What is your full movement? It should be like 30, I do believe, right?
I think it might be 35, but let me double check here.
Peter, if you're gonna ask questions, you have to ask them properly. It is what is 30?
Oh.
It is 30. Yes.
Okay. What? So I guess what would it be? What is 30? Is Senguine's movement correct? Or what is Senguine's movement?
Technically, everything Peter says should be an answer, right? And then everything we say should be a question.
Correct. Let's do it that way.
So that's how Jeopardy works.
Yeah.
You're a question.
All right. So we're gonna do something cool here. As Senguine just kind of bolts, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. For every step he takes, Talbot can see clouds start to form around the ship, making it a lot darker here. It suddenly starts to pour down rain, so making this going to be a lot more difficult for everyone. And Senguine, make me an acrobatics check at the end of your movement.
Stay on your feet, Senguine. Stay on your feet.
What's 19?
All right, so you're still good to go. Typhon is going to take his round and having trouble pulling you up. Talbot. Does Talbot want to try doing anything?
At this point, I'll just cast a second level spell and Misty Step right next to him.
Are you gonna tell?
It's slightly aquatic anyway, so.
Are you gonna tell him to just let go of you so you can Misty Step up?
I can.
Come
Well,
on, do
it
the
just
dramatic
says I
thing.
can
Let
tele.
me go.
Oh, it just says I can teleport up to. I don't think it. But does it occur to her to say that?
'Cause, I mean, right now, Typhon is holding on to you.
Yes. She will say, "Let go. I can Misty Step."
That's crazy. Only Senguine can do that.
Ironically,
And then I cast it and I do it and I just.
He'll let you go and then just see you just appear right next to him or behind him.
Yeah, right next to him, clutching the rail.
Okay. All right. And he goes,
And then Yeah, and my action is to just, brace myself so I don't fall overboard again.
I like it. So we'll go to Core and see if she wants to stand back up.
I do. I want to try to stand back up.
All right, so standing up will just be half your movement, using the railing as assistance. Now moving there is where you're going to need your acrobatics check.
Okay.
It is difficult terrain now due to a somehow storm appeared.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Who?
I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 13, 14, 15, 16.
All right. So question would be, something does happen to you. Would you like to jump backwards or take the full blunt of it?
Do I want to jump backwards or full brunt?
So the full force of what's going to happen. So you do pass. So you will take half this damage coming to you, and you'll be able to get to the steering wheel, or you can just step backwards and end your turn.
Take full.
All right.
Take it on.
Oh, sorry. All right, give me a second.
That is 72 points of electricity as Thor descends from the sky and looks at Senguine and says, "This is your destiny, my child," and kills Thor.
So as you step forward here and gets here, a lightning bolt does descend from the heavens, striking you, having you take 20 points of lightning damage.
Travis!
It is all Travis's fault. That was so much better than Peter had planned, and so he just took it.
How much?
20 points of lightning damage.
20?
Yeah, 20.
2-0.
God damn it, Travis. Watch.
Oh, and to let you know, Eli, the sound effects aren't working right now because I haven't activated them on For the Quest. But since that's what everyone is wanting, I'll go ahead and do that next time. I'll play one for you for free. Whichever one you want, I'll play it for you. Or whenever we go on break, I'll go ahead and switch it over, and then we can go ahead and...
Offer accepted.
Okay.
Travis.
Peter's the DM. Why are you blaming me?
To let everyone know, this has always been a continuous thing in my games. To when players speak, shit happens. Yeslie can attest to that. And how many times in an 813 someone spoke something like that and it happened.
It said something.
I mean, yeah. Do you remember
stupid
the rock with the light?
No, that was just you.
All right. The storm is
Yeah,
still...
no, that was just you and gravity.
The storm is still raging, but as Senguine sees that lightning bolt happen onto Core, Senguine gets this sensation and like a vision of a battlefield covered in bodies, a large shadowy figure looming over him, and a thunderstorm ahead just hitting down all around him.
So he can pretty safely assume that this is Thor in front of him, correct?
It's a shadowy figure. It may be giving you a vision of the future or a vision of an outcome that may happen one day.
A warning.
Or it could be a warning. It could be Core's going to kill you.
Oh, shut up.
It could be an
So,
omen.
Can you explain to me what he sees again one more time?
Okay. So once that lightning bolt happens, A vision hits Senguine to where he sees a large, shadowy figure looming over him. So it is taller than Senguine. Dead bodies have scattered a forest around him. Heavy rain happens and thunder just off in the distance and close by.
Would the lightning illuminate the shadowy figure's face?
Let me see. Let's see what Thor has in store for you. Maybe Thor. Roll me a percentile with that.
Of course, you and your fucking percentiles.
I love percentiles.
43.
That's not bad. Yeah. So it will illuminate half of the face, and then half of the face that you're able to see is you. It's half of your face.
Oh. Okay.
But once you come to after that, you just kind of take a big breath in, like you just got the wind kicked out of you, and you can see Core a little sizzled.
Hey, Cord! Thor just showed me some stuff. He's talking to me again. We're cool. Maybe cool. I don't know yet.
She's hurt, so she's gonna go.
You look a little crispy.
Core, go ahead and roll me a strength check since you're trying to get this boat underway now in a storm. Who needs combat when you have player's assistance?
14, 15, 16.
All right, so you're using all your might to turn it. You got it about 25% way, but it's still struggling now since the storm is relatively getting worse at this point. So we'll go ahead and move over to Senguine. Senguine, what do you want to do?
Okay, so she has a hold of the thing.
She is having trouble with it, yes.
Okay.
You also have a bird on the side of the ship.
I don't think I would have ever noticed that, though, right?
No, Beryl does.
I love it.
We didn't see Tetsu side, did we?
We'll get to Tetsu in a little bit.
We didn't see
No,
him
we
go
haven't
over.
seen Tetsu.
No, I mean, you guys.
Senguine had seen that he would go after Tetsu. However, if he hasn't seen him, he's going to do something completely different.
I mean, you guys do see a rope from like where he was downwards, but you don't see a body. Beryl sees Tetsu like over the edge, but he's just hanging onto a rope, like swinging in and out of the water.
So right now you got a short dwarf that's trying to look over the railing, which ain't really working here. It's just, so she's just kind of like jumping, like, I need to get over this.
Okay, so what's going to happen is Senguine is going to continue trying to go to the steering wheel to help Core. However, as he's doing that, he's going to be like looking up at the sky and like he's going to kind of start laughing and be like, Thor, I hear you. I hear you. All excited because this god is finally around him again.
All right, give me that acrobatics and then percentile.
He's got a jar.
Acrobatics is a 23.
Is a 23?
Yeah.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh, and then my percentile is an 89, motherfucker.
All right, that's what I was so... As Senguine just kind of goes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. At the bottom of those steps, as you're running towards, you do see Tetsu just hanging on a rope, just going in and out of the water, as the ship is still trying to, like, turn right. Out of nowhere, Core can see a lightning bolt coming straight for your back, and as it hits you, you just, not Missy step, but we'll call it Thunder step over to where she's at, and just grabbing that steering wheel. And go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Okay, so can we permanently change Sanguine to Thunder Stepping and not Misty Stepping?
Well, I'll let you know the details of this new ability.
Okay, cool. They got my dice got caught up on my headphone thing. Oh, that is a 13.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
Does he get advantage?
You want to? Sure, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have advantage on this one.
It worked. That's better. That is a 21.
All right, with the combined efforts of a Furbolg and a Dragonborn, you guys are able to just get the ship back in order. Yeah,
We did it.
you did it. But the storm is still there.
So Tetsu.
Cor will be like, oh my god! And she goes, Tetsu! And she'll run over to the side because she remembers that he was the one that got her out.
He is now currently like halfway on the side of the ship, just drenched, with a very most unpleasant look on his face.
She'll go grab him.
Beryl was going there too.
All right, so Beryl and Cor will come over and pull him up. Flop.
I just have like Core by the coattails, just hold her back.
Then Typhon will come down and go, "What the hell happened?"
Crazy storm, right?
What? Yes, but don't say the subject. Did you leave your post?
No.
Then why wasn't there no one at the wheel?
It's your imagination.
What's Core? Dear Core.
Okay, I left. I guess I was hungry.
Okay. I'm restraining myself from smacking you over the head. So please, next time, let me know. I'll go get him some food.
I don't know how boats work. I thought it would boat itself.
That's not.
I was thinking that way.
Before I do something I might thoroughly regret, I'm going to see the damage that you caused to the interior of the boat.
Look, who put me in charge in the first place? I think this is their fault.
I'm going to go now. And so up to God, I don't want to see you for a little bit, Core.
Well,
But,
I don't want to see you either.
So Typhon angrily walks away and goes down below deck.
I'll be
touchy.
All right. So Senguine is holding the boat steady while the rest of you guys are up above. You guys can talk.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a first level healing spell into Core. Let me get my spells.
Thanks.
Was anybody else injured while I'm at it?
Nah, just Core.
Okay. All right. So, just gonna go ahead and do a
Tetsu's
first level
just
2
gonna
wounds.
kind of lay there sunbathing. Because he's just like, I can't believe I just fucking did this.
She'll look down at Tetsu and go, sorry, thanks for saving me.
She's just gonna reach into her pouch and she's just gonna grab one of her little like rose quartz crystals and kind of like put it between her hands and do the magic thing. So it, poof, and Core is gonna get 14 points of healing.
14?
Yes.
Yes.
Tetsu's gonna look to Core and go, you're lucky that my contract is with you technically.
Come on, you saved me because you like me. She pokes him.
He's going to look at her even harder now and go, "You're lucky that you're part of this party. Otherwise, oh, God, there'd be so much blood."
I knew the assassin had a heart after all.
See? He
I have a
likes
contract,
me.
not a heart.
I don't know.
He's gonna look at Core and say, I think he stores his contracts right here under the breast pocket.
I'm gonna go up to my post. He's going to grab onto the rope and just kind of like pull himself up.
All right, so he's gonna just take his time and pull himself up to his post.
Did a good job, Tetsu.
Don't let her near the wheel.
Well, in Core's defense, problems didn't happen until she walked away from the wheel. She was doing real good at the wheel.
No one told me that I had to stay at the wheel. Someone should really clarify.
Yes, and I do believe that is the former captain of the ship. Tappan's job would have been to clarify how to do what he left you doing.
Look, this all comes around to him.
Other than that, I'm gonna go check on Senguine and be like, "You got hit with some pretty big lightning strikes. Are you in need of healing? I gave Core some healing. You also got hit. I know he's not here, but I'm just gonna go up there and verify because you said he wasn't hurt. But I'm gonna do it. Switch.
Senguine looks fine.
But we can leave that for later.
All right. Well, that was day one of this travel. We still got a whole month left, folks.
Lovely. So, are we gonna conceivably say that nothing else happened for the rest of this day then?
Well, except for you, if you guys want to role play some more, it's all you guys.
Well, because Beryl did want to take stock of the fact that she is on a ship with a lot of salt water around her. One of the main reasons she went down to the kitchen to begin with was she was going to try to find some containers that were very thin, and she's going to distill some salt from the ocean waters so that she can cleanse some of her crystals.
Well, that could have worked, but due to the ship having a rough time, some of the things got broken. Let's see, out of the supplies, what's still good?
I mean, it doesn't even technically have to be dishes. It just has to be something that can hold thin amounts of water.
Well, it looks like it's a Core's lucky day because only 5% of the cargo got damaged and unsalvable. But everything else looks fine. It's just, the boxes say, are a little beat up, but everything else is still good.
Okay. Well, that's what Beryl wants to do with the rest of her day. She wants to set up a little drying station. She's going to evaporate some of this salt out of the water. And she also wants to work on some rock salt. So she's going to, once she gets some distilled out and dried, she's going to start packing it together and making little rock cubes.
All right. What does anyone else want to do for the day?
Senguine wants to
you
pray.
are muted.
No, Travis is muted, but not Senguine.
Right, but he was saying something.
No.
Senguine wants to pray.
All right. Go ahead and roll that. Whatever your spells are based off of. If you're trying to commune with your god while you pray.
Cora's gonna try to take up sailing again.
How so?
She's gonna try to learn and take the wheel. Because Typhon's not there to tell her no.
And Sanguine just went away to pray.
No, he's sitting in the back. He's like right next to her. Right there, Peter.
All right. Core, go ahead and. Sorry, what was that, Senguine?
It's a 21.
All right, I'll keep that noted. Core, go ahead and roll me that intelligence check.
$19.
All right, so you'll be good for the rest of the day until it hits night.
Beryl's just gonna be like, see, I told you were still good at the wheel. It's only when you walk away that we have problems.
I'm amazing at this. So humble.
Doing fine, Dad.
All right. So they're doing that. I'm assuming Tetsu is relaxing upstairs, or taking a smoke, or having some tea.
1 moment, sorry, I'm trying to figure that out. Because I want him because he would want to use this time to, like, you know, learn something, not just like waste all this time.
Yeah.
I'm just debating what he would be, you know, focusing his time on learning.
Okay. Talbot? You be muted, homie.
Talbot is gonna go downstairs, prestidigitation to clean yourself up, and get ready for bed.
All right. You see a lot of the crewmen organizing, getting things back to the ready of the ship. Typhon's down there with them. He'll look at you and just nod. So if you want to talk to him, you can. If not, we'll go ahead and move along.
Was the nod as a recognition or acknowledgement of my existence, or was it a, hey, do you got a second?
It was like he acknowledges that you're down here.
No. I'm just gonna get ready for bed.
Okay. After everything, you know, we'll switch over to night. Senguine, as he's praying and everything, would kind of just get like a calmer feeling and a little spark of electricity coming off his hands.
We're getting there, folks.
Other than that, nothing will happen. Everyone will have a nice 8-hour sleep, get all your spells, and then heal back up. And then Typhon will take the night shift of steering, so Core can go sleep.
All right, I figured out what he's going to do.
What is he going to do?
He's going to learn how to use a whip.
A whip?
Yeah. Because, like, after you know, swinging around on that rope, he's kind of like, I wonder if I can do this.
Do you own a whip?
Instead. I don't, however, I'm going to assume that I can, well, no, because fashioning one would include leather rather than a rope. But
Well,
you could base
my
it around a
friend.
rope.
You're in luck because Core has one.
Why does Core have a
Does she
whip?
really?
You don't remember? So when
Don't ask,
Senguine...
Peter. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
We're not having a Senguine Core
and
romance.
a paladin do on their own time.
Senguine is a deadly winter, while Core is a summer child. We're not having that mix.
They go
Oh,
well.
we're having that.
They go so well together.
Let's have that fan.
Well-
Let's have that fan service ship them together.
Well, Peter, it would seem that yes, I do have a whip now.
Do you yet? You don't have one yet.
Well, I mean, he would be. Whoa, hey, hold on. He would be going and asking around, sitting there going, does anyone, like, you know, the first person that he would ask by far would be Senguine. That would be the first person.
I would think you would ask Iris first.
Right?
You're not wrong. It would be Iris, and then it would, well, I don't know. It would probably it's pretty equal between the two of them, but yeah, it would go from Iris and then to Senguine. But since Iris isn't here, I'm just gonna assume that no, she does not have one.
That's fair.
Senguine does not have one.
And then he's going to ask, does he know where he can get one?
No.
Typhon will jokingly go, why don't you ask Core? I bet she has a whip. Ha 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 ha.
He's gonna sit there and go, you know what? Why not? Let's just find out.
Wait, I was kidding, but why would she have a whip?
I don't know. You know, sometimes sometimes people carry around strange things.
That's fair. All right, well, I do believe she's somewhere not in my line of sight, so you're gonna have to go find her.
All right.
You easily find
He's
her.
gonna use the eye ring. All right. Well, I mean, I'm assuming that everyone would be on the cargo area.
Yeah, it's a medium ship, so it doesn't take you long. It doesn't take you long to find her.
Yeah. So find her and go, hey, Core.
Yeah.
Odd question.
Odd answer.
Do you by chance have a whip?
A whip.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rope-like thing. Usually leather. Sometimes has like a little metal tip on the base of the handle. You go to like whip it, and it sits there, it goes.
She has to think about it for a minute, and then she'll go, oh, wait. And she'll go in her bag, and then she'll pull it out, and she goes, do you mean this?
He's gonna sit there and go, can I have it?
How can I borrow it? Can I have your shit?
yeah. Not can I borrow it, but can I have it? I want to learn how to use a whip.
Is it kinky shit?
No, more like I want to be able to attach it to things and swing around on the ship, kind of like I did before. This time
What
I
do
don't
I
have
get?
to have a rope that's already... Well, I mean... Here, hold on. He's gonna like kind of start patting around on himself to see what it. God damn it, my camera's gonna probably start doing weird things again now that I'm doing this. Finally got my camera to stop doing weird shit, and it's gonna start doing weird shit again.
Hey yo.
All right, let's see. What do I have under my equipment?
Like, remember that time I pulled you out of the water? Like,
Remember that one time, guys? Oh, that was a good time. What happened? Nonagon suffocated in smoke. Yeah, that was a great time. But two other party members had sex right outside. Yeah, that was great.
I'll give you 8 silver.
This motherfucker look up the price of a whip.
No, I just have 8 silver. That's already here. I was looking through my inventory, and then I went, I have 8 silver. Why not?
No, really need money, but how about we call it even for saving my life?
I mean, I would have done that either way because you're the party leader, and
Because you like me?
because you're the
Okay,
party leader.
Ooh, I got it. You say you like me, and I'll give it to you.
As you see an arcane wizard, like, right behind her was casting fireball. Like, what do you want to say? I'm kidding.
It's gonna be like, Eugene?
She'll hold the whip up. Want it, right?
He's gonna be like, you really want to do this?
Say you like me. Say you like me. She pokes him.
Do you just not have enough friends? Is that what it is?
Oh, I guess you really don't want this. She starts putting it back.
You've always got me as a friend.
I like where this is going, but that's not quite what I'm looking for.
Core. Wait. No, what he's gonna do is use mimicry in Eugene's voice and go, I really like you, Core.
Get out.
Still in Eugene's voice, go, but I thought you loved me.
This is gonna go down so fast.
She puts the whip back. She crosses her arms. Out.
He's gonna reach in. Wait, hold on. What is it? I gotta. Hold on. I got this. I just have to figure out what it is. It's D8. Hold on. It's the exact one that I wanted. He's gonna sit there, reach into his bag of bag of tricks, and pull out his little, like a little ball, and it turns into his pet rat, and he's gonna go, I'll let you play with my friend.
Gus is gonna come out and go, He's a boss.
Be like, but they can both play together. Gus can have a friend. His name is Corvo, and he's very intelligent.
You didn't do what I asked.
Cor, I really like you.
Woo! She'll grab the whip and throw it to him.
He's gonna put the rat on his shoulder and go, after getting the whip, and go, see what I do? You see what I do?
Because he likes me.
Corvo's gonna be like,
See, when you said you were going to use mimicry, I was really waiting for you to just like take one of your fingers and just poke her and mimic herself, being like, I really like.
You know what? I also thought he was gonna do, and it would have made it 10 times better.
see, but then I had to go for Eugene because I know that she really likes Eugene. So I was like, So now he's gonna, as you know, after he walks out, he's going to set the rat down and sit there and go, now go, my friend, go and spy. And he's got to sit there and go and scurry off.
All right. So that will be where we end part 1. So we're gonna actually give everyone a 15-minute break. And come back at 9:30. So for those of you who are watching on Twitch, hang out with us. We'll go ahead and have part 2. For those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and switch on over to part 2. We'll see you there. Keep it chill, and until we get there.